When your cat suddenly stops eating, the bowl sits full, they walk past it without a glance, and you can't figure out why. Do you actually know what's happening inside their body? It may seem like pickiness, a mood, or a temporary phase that will sort itself out, but behind that behavior, there's something deeper that most people miss. And if you wait it out, which most owners do, you might be letting a small window close into something that cannot be undone. Let's start with what a skipped meal actually means for your cat's body. I'll save the most critical thing for last. And when you hear it, you'll never treat a missed meal the same way again. 1. Their body turns on itself faster than you think. Have you ever assumed a day without eating was harmless, that your cat would eat when they were hungry enough? Most people think cats can skip meals the way humans skip breakfast. They can't. And here's what most people don't realize. Cats are metabolically unique. When they stop eating, their body begins mobilizing fat reserves almost immediately. That fat floods the liver faster than it can process it. The result is hepatic lipidosis, fatty liver disease, and it can begin developing within 24 to 72 hours of not eating. In the wild, cats eat multiple small meals every single day. Their digestive system never evolved for extended fasting, the way some other animals did. Going without food isn't a reset for them. It's a crisis their liver registers almost immediately. A study from the Cornell University College of Veterinary Medicine found that hepatic lipidosis is the most common liver disease in cats, and that the majority of cases developed in previously healthy cats after a period of voluntary food refusal, lasting as little as 2 to 3 days. That's not a picky cat riding out a mood. That's a body beginning to break down. And the clock starts earlier than most people realize. 2. Their nose is making the decision, not their stomach. Why does your cat sniff their food, then turn and walk away, even food they loved last week? You probably assumed they got bored of it, or that you bought the wrong batch. But here's what makes this fascinating. Your cat's appetite is almost entirely controlled by smell. If they can't smell their food clearly due to congestion, a respiratory infection, or even a change in food temperature, their brain doesn't receive the signal that food is there at all. The bowl might as well be empty. In the wild, a cat with a blocked or compromised sense of smell cannot locate prey. Their appetite suppression in that state is protective. It stops them from eating something they can't properly assess. But in your home, that same mechanism means they refuse food that is perfectly fine. A study from the Waltham Center for Pet Nutrition found that warming cat food to approximately 38 degrees Celsius, close to body temperature, increased food acceptance in smell-compromised cats by over 50% because heat amplifies scent molecules significantly. And hey, if this is making sense to you, hit like and subscribe so we can reach more cat owners who need to know this before it becomes an emergency. That's not a cat being difficult. That's a cat whose nose went quiet and took their appetite with it. 3. Stress shuts them down completely. Have you ever noticed your cat stopped eating right after something changed? A move, a new pet, a new person, a shift in your routine. Most people treat the eating problem and miss the cause entirely. But here's the thing most people get wrong. Cats are creatures of precise environmental calibration. Their sense of safety is tied to the predictability of their world. When that predictability breaks, their stress response activates. And one of the first systems to go offline is appetite. In the wild, a cat in an unsafe environment doesn't eat in the open. Eating requires vulnerability. Head down, attention narrowed, guard lowered. If the environment doesn't feel safe, they won't eat. Period. A study from the University of Edinburgh found that cats experiencing environmental stresses, new animals, schedule changes, household disruption showed appetite suppression in 73% of cases within the first 48 hours of the stressor's introduction. That's not a cat being dramatic. That's a survival system doing exactly what it was designed to do, in an environment it no longer trusts. 4. Their mouth is telling you something they can't say. Why would a cat who is clearly hungry approach the bowl, sniff it, then back away and sit with their face slightly lowered? Most people assume the food is the problem, but here's the part most people miss. The behavior is one of the clearest signs of oral pain. Dental disease, a broken tooth, mouth ulcers, or gum inflammation can make eating genuinely agonizing. Your cat wants to eat. The act of eating is what they can't endure. Think of it like being starving, but having a mouthful of broken glass. The desire is there. The ability isn't. In the wild, a cat with oral pain who can't hunt or eat is a cat in serious danger. Their instinct to hide pain evolved precisely because visible weakness attracts predators. By the time you notice something is wrong, the pain has often been present for much longer than you'd expect. A study from the American Veterinary Dental College found that over 70% of cats show signs of dental disease by age 3, and that the majority of affected cats showed no obvious behavioral signals until eating was severely compromised. That's not a cat losing interest in food. That's a cat in pain who has been quietly enduring it and finally can't anymore. 5. The bowl itself might be the problem. Have you ever switched food containers, moved the bowl to a new spot, or placed it near the litter box, and watched your cat's eating change without understanding why? Most people focus entirely on the food. But here's what most people don't realize. Your cat is exquisitely sensitive to where, how, and from what they eat. Whisker fatigue is real. Deep, narrow bowls press your cat's whiskers back uncomfortably with every bite. And over time, many cats simply stop tolerating it. Proximity to the litter box triggers a biological refusal. In the wild, contaminating a food source with waste is a survival threat. A study from The Ohio State University College of Veterinary Medicine found that cats eating from wide, shallow dishes, which eliminated whisker contact with the bowl sides, ate measurably more per meal and showed significantly reduced food approach anxiety compared to cats eating from standard deep bowls. That's not a cat becoming picky. That's a cat who developed an aversion to an experience that comes with every meal and has been waiting for you to notice. 6. They're telling you something is wrong inside. Why does a cat who seems outwardly normal, moving around, grooming, even interacting with you, suddenly stop eating without any other obvious signs? Most people wait for more symptoms. And here's the thing most people get wrong. In cats, appetite loss is often the first symptom, not the last. Kidney disease, hypothyroidism, pancreatitis, infections, even certain cancers present as food refusal before anything else becomes visible. Your cat's body signals distress through appetite long before it signals distress through behavior. In the wild, a sick cat that stops eating is at its most vulnerable. Hiding illness is instinctive. Visible weakness is dangerous. By the time your cat is showing obvious external signs of sickness, their body has often been struggling for a while. A study from the Journal of Veterinary Internal Medicine found that unexplained appetite loss, lasting more than 48 hours, was associated with an underlying medical diagnosis in over 60% of cats who received a complete veterinary workup. That's not a phase. That's your cat's body sending the only signal it knows how to send and hoping you understand what it means. 7. They need you to act, not wait. Remember at the beginning when I said there's something most people miss, and that the last point changes everything. This is that moment when your cat was a kitten. They didn't know how to find food. They didn't know how to ask for help. They knew one thing: there was a presence that responded, that came when something was wrong, that noticed before things became critical. Their mother. That role transferred to you the moment they entered your life. Your cat isn't thinking about survival when they sit by an untouched bowl. They're thinking about connection. They're waiting for you to notice, to respond, to be the presence that doesn't wait for things to get worse before it acts. The most important thing you can do when your cat stops eating isn't research or wait and see. It's respond, warm their food, check their mouth, call the vet if it crosses 24 hours, remove the stressor if you can name it. Do something, because your cat cannot do anything except stop eating and hope you understand the message. They chose you to be their safe place. That means you're also their early warning system. Don't wait for them to get louder. They already told you everything. With a full bowl and a turned back, they said everything they know how to say. Hear them.